Hey, what is up guys? It is that time once again for Fire Replays, but today we've got a bunch of the new stuff already showcasing off some crazy stuff. One of the plays actually kind of breaks Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. It actually makes the game glitch and it resets the number, which I'll show you guys once we get into it. But anyways, the first one over here, we got Technos versus Build Ya, and this is an amazing comeback. Watch what Techno does. Turn 1, you guys are saying, oh man, is it just a soul charge, desynchro, resynchro, Trishla loop? No, you'd be wrong because Trishla's not even made here. But there's a crazy play here, boys. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and activate the Coach King Giant Trainers effect, and he's going to be able to draw a bunch card. He's got Effect Veiler. Look at this field. Crystal Wing, Star Eater, Ultimate Token. He's got Nitria, Gaiastro here, and wow. The Swords of Concealing Light, flipping everything face down. He cannot do anything with those monsters. But Ghost Ogre going to go ahead and destroy Great Ol' Impact. He still has a pretty decent hand right now. He's going to go ahead and summon that Galaxy Soldier, then pay 1,000 life points. Going to make Cyber Dragon Nova. Going to absorb that card so he can't attack into it. He's going to smack him directly. He still has Desynchro and an effect there. His opponent then goes ahead and activates Swords of Concealing Light. Cyber Dragon Infinity forced to negate that, and then we see Gyro Greed, Reckless Greed going for some draw power. Effect Fair, gonna go ahead and hit Great Ol' Eagle. Eagle's gonna go ahead and proc its effect in the graveyard, and then take Cyber Dragon Infinity. And now he's got the Infinity here, so basically he just snatched steal all the monsters here. Swords Concealing Light gonna go away. He's gonna go ahead and set a Cobra here. He's gonna finally get over everything. I mean, amazing turn 1, and it looks like he's just going to go ahead and get over it. But Star Eater is still out on board. Angineer summoned. Great Ol' Split activated, and he's going to be able to point for point both those monsters. But he still has got an Angineer. Then we got Cobra. We have Slime Jr. going to go ahead and do some shenanigans. The Ghost Ogre going to go ahead and destroy that card, but he still has an effect. He's going to try to protect Angineer over here, but he's still going to go ahead and snatch steal and take that. And basically, he just snatch stole all of those monsters. Alright, next up, this is using one of the newer cards, the Trickster archetype. And this is straight like too much. I mean, Chainburn maybe will be making a comeback, guys. I know a lot of you guys hate that deck, but this is absolutely crazy. When you open up with just a few copies of Dark Room of Nightmare, even just one of it, the deck actually does a lot of work here. Obviously, I know some people are going to be like, well, you have to have 3. No, you guys, you really don't. You guys will see later on when I showcase off more of this deck. This deck is definitely going to be an annoying deck, and it can definitely pull off some like shenanigan FTK style stuff. But anyways, we got Dark Room of Nightmare. Keep in mind, guys, that this is a tag duel, so his opponent is going to start out at 16,000 life points, but it's not going to matter. You guys will see the craziest form of chains, and it actually is going to kind of break the game, as you guys will see what's going to happen here. But anyways, we got the Lilybell, one of the newer cards. So if this card is added to your hand, except by drawing it, you can just special summon it, and then once per turn, this card can attack directly, and when it inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you get to target a Trickster monster in graveyard and add it back to your hand. And next up, we see a form of chains happening right here. This opponent is just taking 300, 300, 300 from all the Dark Room of Nightmares, and that's going to proc every single time that they go for their effects. But again, guys, you will see the craziest chain. This is going to kind of break the game here. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and just start burning, and he's activating all of these Trickster reincarnations to banish his opponent's entire hand, and then they redraw all the cards. But then Trickster Light Stage makes it so each time a Trickster monster does damage, it's going to do another 200 points of damage. And then when you do damage, Dark Room of Nightmare is going to activate its effect. So it's chained in all kinds of places here. And then we got this card over here. Each time card is added to your opponent's hand, look at the chains here. The game actually resets. It goes back and it resets to 1, 2, 3, 4. And the game just goes backwards now from the chain. His opponent, it's over. He had, I don't know how many chains, but it reset because the game didn't know what to do. It glitched out. But I don't think most decks are going to pull off like 50 chains there. It was still going, and the game's over. If you activated Chain Strike, that would have been like 10,000 plus damage. Like, it's crazy. Like, that was absolutely insane, man. But anyways, we've got a lot more stuff to share with you guys. This one over here, pretty cheesy. We've got Technos versus Idankov over here. And the guy just pranks himself. I thought it was hilarious. The burn is going to be real, guys, in 2017. And we only have a few cards in this Trickster archetype. What do we have, like 3-4 cards right now? What if they get like some extra deck monsters? I don't know. He's going to be paying a lot of points. I think he's going to regret this when he finds out what the heck is going to happen to him. So every time anything really happens, he's just going to start taking some burn damage from the Lyro Corissa over here. And he's going to go ahead and, again, just take some damage. Norden going to be summoned. He's going to go defensively. He needs to get rid of these cards that are burning him. He's going to go ahead and attack directly. He's like, okay, back row, I'm safe now. But, again, he's going to regret this Nightmare Wheel in 2017. I remember when this card was an ultra rare, and I had to buy 3 copies online. But anyway, Solemn Strike activated. Going to go ahead and say no to that. He's going to not really be in a good spot, because if that card went through, he would have lost anyways. And now he's going to go ahead and go for that Bubble Man. He's going to go ahead and Mass Change. Going for Mass Hero, Az's going to try to pop everything, but Bewildering Wind's going to stop it. And then he's going to go ahead and reduce its ability to attack. He's going to call it wrong. Dark Sanctuary, flip it on heads. Killed himself, man. Oh, wow, dude. I thought that was hilarious, man. But anyways, this next one up, another guy pranks himself, but this one is going to be with the Tricksters. They're going to actually burn their opponent to death, and I feel like this is going to be the new fan favorite for troll players deck over here, because it's really good too. It's not just one of those joke troll decks. This time only one Dark Room of Nightmare, Teriyaki versus Kapular over here. And anyways, Dark Room of Nightmare again going to start activating those effects, start whittling down your opponent's cards. The Gift of Greed activated, giving his opponent some extra cards, but don't worry, Trickster Reincarnation gonna make that not so bad. So he goes ahead and resets everything, but watch what this guy does over here. It's absolutely hilarious. Dark Room of Nightmare gonna proc multiple times off of course, both of those effects, and the guy decides to go for Melody of Awakening Dragon, and he's going to go ahead and once again take some extra damage because he's getting cards, and then he's going to burn himself for extra. He needs to get rid of this. Why did you activate Traded? You just pranked yourself again. We had a double person get pranked. These Tricksters guys, man, they're going to be super annoying. Now this next one up is an insane comeback. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. Don't want to spoil it who was the winner. But it's fire, man. I did not expect this to happen in the game. So anyways, Super Heavy Samurai is an archetype that never really took off. But still, that card, when it has the ability to attack in defense mode for 3,500, that's pretty good. With all of the new like Mirror Force variants that people are playing, that can be a really good card. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and summon Vandy's Fiend. I thought Vandy's Fiend would have shut down this deck, because it was like, well, what can Super Heavy Samurais do if they can't special summon monsters? I was thinking maybe eventually he'd draw into a trap, but then remember guys, Super Heavy Samurais, they don't generally play very many spells and traps because a lot of their effects revolve around like not having spells and traps. But anyways, he's got Blue Brawler over here, so this card really just comes down to it cannot be destroyed by battle, and unfortunately that's not looking too good for Mr. Monarch player, but he's able to burn his opponent for some life points. He's going to go ahead and attack into it multiple times. I don't know why, but he attacking into it disrespect, I guess. But he's still got a Vandy's Fiend, and in addition to that, he has the Dominion of the Legendary Monarch. So as long as you have no cards in your extra deck, there you go. Your opponent can't use the extra deck. And I was like, well, how is he going to come back from this? He's going to crash. Now, the Super Heavyweight Samurai player only has 100 life points against his foe, which has 8,000 life points. So basically, he can't get touched at all. Nothing can really attack him. Then he's going to go ahead, and he's got March of the Monarchs himself. He tributes and gets out Benkei the Beast over here. This guy is the guy I was talking about, where he gets to attack in defense position, and he's 3,500. The guy that's playing Monarch has to go on the defensive here because he doesn't really have too many options to get over this 3.5k beater. But he's going to go ahead and add the Thestalos. Wow, say that 10 times fast. But anyways, he's going to take 3,500. Let's see what the Monarch player top decks into, and it's a Kuraz. Looks like the Super Heavy Samurai player is going to go ahead and take this game. Wow, 100 life points to 8,000, and he makes the comeback. But that's what you get for believing in the heart of the cards. Now this one, next one up over here. Interesting enough, using some of the new cards, and there's a really simple little combo in here using some of the new Spellbook stuff. So this card just came out, the Spellbook of Rudra came out over here, and his opponent makes a first turn Hope Zexal, which stops you from doing like anything, unless you got a Kaiju, and a Kaiju comes out to save the day. But it wouldn't be Fire Replays if there wasn't a crazy comeback. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to have a Ultimate Falcon and the Kaiju with 3,300 attack on board. I was thinking, how do Spellbooks really deal with Ultimate Falcon? Well, you guys will find out right now. Anyways, he's going to go ahead and finally go and start making some plays. Going to go ahead and go for a Winter Bell. Going to burn his opponent. Is it burn? I don't know, guys. Anyways, he's going to go ahead and make Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Very, very good card. Next up, the Rudra. I think Rudra plus getting rid of the Spellbook Magician of Prophecy is a really simple combo. So his opponent's going to activate Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is going to go ahead and bring back a card, but Crystal Wing is going to go ahead and say no to that, and that's going to make it so Ultimate Falcon cannot attack over Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, but it still gets its attack reduced by 1,000 every single time. But next up, the Spellbook player's got tons and tons of cards here. Another Kaiju comes out to save the day. Norden going to be activating its effect, getting back Wind Bell and Catastrophe Summon. I haven't seen this guy in quite some time. But wow, that was Kaiju's being good. But you guys will see how crazy that deck can be with Kaiju's and one of the new one of the new Fairy Tale cards. Now this one, it just comes out of nowhere. So this is the new Traptrix cards in action. I think this is really, really good over here. There's a really simple combo. So this card, really decent little card. This is a newer one. So once per turn, the player's turn, you can target a set spell trap card and bounce it back. So you're able to save some of your own cards. But a card just comes out of nowhere, guys. Like straight up out of nowhere, which you guys will see. Breakthrough skill activated. Gonna go ahead and stop Ramilla from activating its effect. But we got Utopia Lightning Summon over here, and he's going to attack over the Ancient Gear Devil. But then he's got Foolish Burial of Belongings, and he's going to go ahead and activate Ancient Gear Fortress. He's going to go ahead and make some tokens over here, bringing back the Ancient Gear Devil, burning his opponent for 1,000. It's unaffected by other card effects. Next up, we see Ties of the Brethren. That's really where I feel like the new Traptrix, they can get pretty nasty when you have that all on board, because you can bounce back stuff. Pretty good stuff indeed. He's going to go ahead and make the Mechanized Melee over here, and he still has this card, a pretty disgusting card. For some decks to deal with, because they want to destroy the effects. But he's going to go ahead and take a bunch of damage. I see the Overload Fusion, and let's just watch it go in action. He's going to activate the Ancient Gear Fortress. Going to make this card, it has a bunch of attack. Going to stop Utopia from being able to attack or negate its effects. But then we see Blaze Accelerator Reload out of straight up nowhere. I was like, what the heck is going on? He Regekis his opponent here, because that thing was going to definitely do some damage. Wow, there we go, boys. That was an insane comeback. I thought that was absolutely crazy, because your opponents can't activate monster effects during the battle phase. It's immune to spells and it's immune to traps. But wow, that was good, guys. Wow, so many crazy replays today. I don't know, Fire Replays. But anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Fire Replays. If you guys haven't seen the last episode, I'll put a link down below and you guys can check out the last episode of Fire Replays. But wow, so many crazy new decks just came out from all of the new cards that we got announced. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys give the like button a slap-a-reno and hit that subscribe button for more cheeky Yu-Gi-Oh and Minecraft videos.